In the recent 4chan video, I mentioned that I am somewhat anti-authority. I'm not the hugest fan of government and all of this government overreach into everything. And generally, I just don't love that these people that I don't know, and sometimes they're not that smart, sometimes they don't know what they're talking about, get to make decisions about things to control all of our lives. Well, we are a week later here. The TikTok hearing is going on, and they have decided to provide me with some nice examples on why I don't really love this. Now, before we get into it real quick here, I just want to say, I don't have the TikTok app. I've never had the TikTok app. I've used TikTok a couple times just to try to post my own content, see if I'd get lucky or take off. It'd help me get some more exposure to try to bring people over to my YouTube or the Twitch when I was doing that. That's my extent of using it. I don't really have, a horse in the race, as they say, personally. But I don't love government overreach. I don't love them trying to be over controlling. I don't love them trying to tell us all what to do, especially when they're going to be this unprofessional about it, right? They don't like to even let this guy talk. Let me just show you a little bit.
Well, and as was pointed out by Chairwoman Rogers, you have regular contact with Chinese Communist Party Secretary, Mr. Zhang Fuping, who is your boss at ByteDance, correct?
No.
No.
No, he's neither my boss, nor do we have frequent contact.
But you have regular contact with ByteDance.
With the CEO of ByteDance.
Who is, Mr. Zhang Fuping is the editor-in-chief.
He's not
My
the CEO.
colleague, Representative.
Multiple times throughout this little interrogation here, she makes claims and states them as fact. And the guy that she is questioning about these things straight up says, no, that's not true, tries to correct her or whatever. And she just continues to talk over him and not let him give the correct information. It's honestly infuriating to watch.
My colleague, Representative Burgess, a few minutes ago exposed that TikTok and ByteDance share legal teams. You confirmed this, correct?
Our general counsel is
Yes.
an
Yes or
American lawyer,
Yes.
veteran of Microsoft.
Also, my
Many
colleague, Representative Ladek.
Here we go again, trying to, give the correct context, provide the proper amount of information and the specifics, and it's just yes, over the top of him, not let him talk. I couldn't really even tell exactly what he was trying to say. It sounded like he was trying to say it is an American lawyer, and this American lawyer possibly also even represents Microsoft, like maybe this is just the lawyer that is known for representing, a lot of big tech businesses, but she doesn't let him talk. It's just yes, like she's trying to forcefully shape the narrative and only get what she wants to hear instead of seeking the truth, right? That should be the point here, is seeking the truth.
Confirm that your parent company, ByteDance, currently can access user data. Yes?
we have to be more
Yes.
specific.
Yes.
After
You
Project
say-
Texas, no.
I'm not asking after Project Texas, I'm asking now. Yes.
Some user data is public data, Congresswoman, which
So
means
you
everybody
confirm that.
can search
What's
for it on the
interesting
internet.
to me is that
Again, obviously, trying to give proper context, we have to get more specific, right? A lot of user data is just straight up public data that anyone, including me, right? I could just go on Google and find it out for myself as well. And again, we just get yes, trying to go over top of him, not let him clarify, forcefully shape a narrative and basically take this, cart down the road, the direction she wants it to go. Even if it's not the truth, it's not accurate. This shit makes my blood boil. It's kind of like watching a cop use dirty interrogation tactics against someone who's potentially innocent and really forcefully trying to, coerce and lead them down towards admitting to something that they didn't actually do, which has happened before.
yes or no, ByteDance is required to have a member of the Chinese government on its board with veto power. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. ByteDance owns some Chinese businesses, and you're talking about this very special subsidiary that is
Mr.
for
Shou,
Chinese business
Mr.
licensing.
Shou,
purposes.
I'm going to have to move on.
Here we go, once again, asking a question as if it is a fact, trying to get him to say yes to something that she wants him to say yes to. He corrects her that it's completely wrong and no, that's not true at all. Starts trying to explain himself, and again, what happens? Cut off. Oh, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to move on. This is what they do to this guy through this whole, what is the point of even interviewing him and asking him any questions at all if he doesn't get to talk?
You've said repeatedly that there is no threat, that this is a platform for entertainment and for fun. I have to ask you then, if there is no threat to Americans, if there is no threat to our data, privacy, security, why did an internal memo from TikTok corporate headquarters explicitly coach senior management to, quote, downplay the parent company ByteDance? Why would they say downplay the China Association and downplay AI? This is from an internal memo from your company. Why, if you had nothing to hide, would you need to downplay the association with ByteDance in China?
Congresswoman, I have not seen this memo.
You can't
What I
answer
can
that
say-
question. Mr. Shou, I'd like to direct your attention to the screen for a short video, if you don't mind.
Here we go again. He's not aware of this memo, claims he's never seen it. It sounds like he's going to go on and try to expand on that, like possibly say he'll try to look into this or something else. But again, he gets cut off, doesn't get to talk. Again, why are we here? Why are we asking this dude any questions, right? It just seems like there's a narrative that they want to push. Now, one of the problems I have with all of this is that this entire thing is fucking stupid. Who cares what specifically TikTok is doing as far as gathering information? Why is this not being asked to Instagram and Facebook and basically every other social media app that all do the same exact thing with collecting your user data, selling it, and using it for their own profitability and their own search engines and all this other stuff, right? What's going on here? Why is this so specific against TikTok only? And the other guys, right? To all the other guys, you know, they got their lobbyists in there paying you guys off and making sure you don't go after them and you don't do just kind of like a bill across the board to protect the information, right? The user data of all of us from all of the apps. No. They just got a thing for TikTok. It's really weird.
Mr. Shou, that video was posted 41 days ago. As you can see, it is captioned me as F at the House Energy and Commerce Committee on March 23rd of this year. This video was posted before this hearing was publicly noticed. I think that's a very interesting point to raise. But more concerning is the fact that it names this chairwoman by name. Your own community guidelines state that you have a firm stance against enabling violence on or off TikTok. We do not allow people to use our platform to threaten or incite violence or to promote violent extremist organizations, individuals, or acts. When there is a threat to public safety or an account is used to promote or glorify off-platform violence, we ban the account.
Now here toward the end, she's trying to get him with a little gotcha moment, right? Over this one little TikTok here, showing some kind of threats towards this particular meeting that was happening, and then showing their own, user policy and how it says that they won't allow this kind of stuff and whatnot. But I don't see her again doing the same thing for every other social media platform, right? You can find stuff on Twitter where people are straight up talking about genocides of entire races or genders of people, all this kind of stuff. It goes on. It's not possible to moderate everything all the time, right? Especially if it's like on a small one-off little channel, right? It's not on a really big channel. It doesn't get a lot of exposure. It happens here on YouTube. You can find little small channels that are doing crazy things of violating the community guidelines. And until someone finds it and reports it, nothing is going to happen. Furthermore, if she understood anything about making content, right, she would understand that that video is not exactly the easiest thing for just an algorithm to pick up on. There was text, but the text didn't have anything directly threatening in it. There was music, and then there was a video that had no sound. You couldn't write there. There wasn't anything there to really tip it off. There was no words of someone talking about threats and whatever, right? It was very subtle, really, in its presentation, and it's going to make it difficult for just an algorithm to pick it up. It's just an image of a slide going back, right? It's like an educational image, technically, right? It's only through the combination of all the stuff and a human brain connecting them all and knowing exactly what that means that the threat is really clear. This isn't something really easy for a computer to pick up on.
I think that is a blatant display of how vulnerable people who use TikTok are. You couldn't take action after 41 days when a clear threat, a very violent threat to the chairwoman of this committee and the members of this committee was posted on your platform. You damn well know that you cannot protect the data and security of this committee or the 150 million users of your app because it is an extension of the CCP. And with that, I yield back.
Can I respond, Chair?
No, we're going to move on.
And then the beautiful conclusion. How could we expect anything different? She gets to go on a little rant closing statement, again assert some things as fact that are probably not true based on all of the other things that we just saw not be true, and then not let the guy talk. And then all he says is, may I respond? And what is the answer he gets? Once again, nope, you can't even respond. We called you here just to try to beat up on you and use you as a punching bag. You don't get to talk back. You don't get to fight back. You don't get to do anything. Just sit there and be pretty for our cameras while we try to paint our little story the way we want it to go. Government, woo! Yeah! I love that my life is run by absolute fucking morons like this, guys. I fucking love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit of a ranty one here today, but honestly, this is ridiculous. Can you see what I mean? You understand a little bit why I don't love that my life is controlled by these people that often they don't know what they're talking about. Look at this attitude. It reminds me of a shitty Twitter argument with no one actually trying to understand each other or get to the truth or anything. It's just a waste of time, total bullshit, and they're gonna do some shit to control my life further. You know, it just pisses me off. I'm sick of seeing it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.